Deep in the heart of New Iroko, where technology lights the day, but the night hides in darkness, a girl hears whispers from a sky that has forgotten its stars. Amina Okoye, a coder with a song in her soul, is about to face a shadow that threatens to swallow hope itself. A mischievous drone, a city on the edge, and a secret buried in code. Can one girl's courage weave light into the void? Brace yourself for a tale of heart, danger, and defiance. This is the legend of the Sky Weaver, and it begins now. New Iroko was a marvel, a city where Africa's past and future collided in a symphony of innovation. Towering skyscrapers, their glass facades embedded with solar panels, shimmered under the relentless sun. Markets buzzed with holographic vendors offering spicy suya and smart fabrics woven with kint patterns that shifted colors with a touch. Self-driving okadas weaved through streets, their horns blending with the rhythmic pulse of Afrobeat from floating speakers. Baobab trees, ancient giants wired with fiber-optic filaments, glowed like guardians, their light a faint echo of the stars that no longer shone. Amina Okoye lived on the city's edge, in a cramped apartment filled with the scent of Mama Ngozi's egusi stew and the hum of her overworked laptop. At 17, Amina was a coding prodigy, interning at SkyTech, New Iroko's tech giant, where she debugged algorithms for solar drones with a precision that startled her seniors. Her braids, adorned with tiny beads, swayed as she typed, her dark eyes reflecting the glow of her screen. But beneath her confident exterior, Amina carried a weight, a secret that stirred in the quiet of the night. For weeks, whispers had haunted her dreams, soft and insistent, like a breeze slipping through her window. They spoke of stars, of lights stolen, of a task only she could fulfill. Weave, Amina. They sang, their voices a chorus of ancestors and something older, deeper. Weave the sky. She dismissed them as echoes of Mama Ngozi's folktales, stories of the Sky Mother, who spun constellations from songs of courage. But the whispers followed her into waking hours, growing louder, more urgent, until they felt like a pulse in her veins. Her only confidant was Kweku, a drone she cobbled together from SkyTech's discarded parts. Its sleek black frame, etched with green LED eyes, housed an AI personality she'd programmed with a touch of mischief, inspired by the trickster tortoise of Akan lore. Kweku hovered too close, buzzing riddles in a cheeky tone. The sky's code is broken, Amina. You're the debugger, aren't you? Its playful defiance was both infuriating and comforting, a spark of light in her uncertainty. One humid evening, as thunder rumbled beyond New Iroko's skyline, Amina sat cross-legged on her balcony, her laptop casting blue light across her face. She was tweaking a drone navigation algorithm when the screen flickered. Lines of code twisted into a constellation, pulsing like a living heart. Her breath hitched, her fingers frozen above the keyboard. What are you?" she whispered, her voice barely audible over the distant hum of okadas. The constellation dissolved, replaced by a single word in glowing white: weave. A chill gripped her, not from the breeze, but from a primal instinct, a warning that something was watching. She glanced at Kweku, hovering nearby, its eyes twinkling. "Did you do that?" she demanded. Kweku spun in a playful loop. "Not me, Star Weaver. The sky's talking. Are you listening? Stop calling me that." Amina snapped, her heart racing. "You're a drone, not a griot." "Griot, drone, same difference," Kweku buzzed. "Fix the code, or the darkness wins." The next morning, Amina arrived at SkyTech's glass-walled atrium, where Dr. Chukwu, her imposing boss, stood before a hollow screen projecting New Iroko's skyline. His voice boomed, commanding attention. "Our city is a beacon of progress," he said, "but our nights are a void. The stars are gone, lost to pollution, satellites, or something else. SkyTech is launching a challenge. Design an algorithm to restore the night sky using our drone fleet. The winner earns a scholarship to the Pan-African Tech Institute and a chance to light up New Iroko." The interns erupted in whispers, but Amina's pulse thundered. The whispers, the code, the challenge, they were threads of a tapestry she couldn't yet see. As she left the atrium, Kweku buzzed beside her, its voice low. The sky's calling, Amina. But something's watching, something hungry. That night, as Amina worked alone, her laptop glitched violently. A shadowy figure emerged on the screen, a digital hyena with glowing red eyes, its snarl crackling through the speakers. "Your code is nothing," it hissed. "The sky is mine." The screen went black, and a single word burned into the darkness. Shadow. Amina's scream echoed into the night, unanswered. Amina's hands trembled as she rebooted her laptop, her apartment silent except for the hum of Kweku's rotors. The hyena's image lingered in her mind, its red eyes boring into her soul. Was it a prank? A virus? She ran diagnostics, her fingers fumbling over the keys. Buried in her system was a sophisticated malware labeled Shadow. It was no ordinary virus. It was adaptive, learning, siphoning data from Skyteka servers. It dimmed the city's drone projections, casting new Iroko's nights in an eerie half-light. The Shadow wasn't just code, it was a predator. Desperate for answers, Amina sought out Temi, her best friend and a street artist whose murals adorned new Iroko's walls. Temi's studio, a converted warehouse, was a chaos of color. Canvases splashed with images of a non-cease web, Ogun's hammer, and the Sky Mother's radiant crown. Her dreadlocks, streaked with gold, bounced as she hugged Amina, paint smudging her overalls. "You look like you've seen a spirit," Temi said, her eyes narrowing. "Not a spirit," Amina said, her voice shaky. She described the hyena, the malware, the whispers. "It's like it's targeting me." Temi's face grew serious. "That's the Shadow Hyena, Amina. My grandma told me stories. A spirit that steals light to keep the world in darkness. It feeds on fear, on doubt. You're not just fighting code." Amina scoffed, her rational mind resisting. "It's malware, Temi, not a monster." Temi smirked, brushing paint from her hands. "In New Iroko, code and spirits are the same. You're in deep, girl." Amina returned home, her mind a storm of doubt and determination. She confided in Mama Ngozi, whose frail frame belied her sharp wisdom. The old woman sat in her rocking chair, her Kent quilt draped over her knees, her eyes glinting like forgotten stars. "Child," she said, her voice soft but firm, "the Sky Mother gave us stars to guide us, but shadows test our hearts. You hear her whispers because you're chosen, but you can't weave alone." Amina asked, frustration bubbling. "What does that even mean?" Mama Ngozi smiled, her gaze distant. "A song is weak without a chorus. Find your voices, Amina." Inspired, Amina threw herself into the Skytech challenge. She created an algorithm called Star Song, weaving patterns inspired by Mama Ngozi's lullabies. The code felt alive, as if the whispers guided her fingers, threading rhythms and light into digital constellations. She tested it on a single drone, launching it from her balcony under New Iroko's starless sky. The drone soared, projecting a single radiant star. The city froze, vendors paused, okadas slowed, children pointed skyward. Amina's heart swelled, tears pricking her eyes. For a moment, she felt the Sky Mother's presence, a warmth in her chest. But then the shadow struck. The star flickered, then died. Her laptop crashed, the hyena's face snarling across the screen. "You cannot weave what I unmake," it roared, its voice a digital storm. The city's hollow screens buzzed with complaints, calling Amina's star glitch a failure. Amina sank to her knees, doubt clawing at her. Had the whispers lied? Was she chasing a dream that would destroy her? Temi found her on the balcony, her mural of the fleeting star half-finished on a nearby wall. "You lit up the sky, Amina," Temi said, her voice fierce. "One star. That's not nothing. But it's gone," Amina whispered, her voice breaking. Kweku buzzed closer, its eyes glowing. "One star's not enough, Star Weaver. You need a chorus. Look around." As Amina stared at the city, a new whisper echoed, not from the sky, but from within. Weave with them, it said. But before she could act, her laptop flared to life, the Shadow Hyena's laughter filling the room. "You'll never be enough," it snarled. Then the screen exploded in static, and every drone in New Iroko fell silent, plunging the city into darkness. New Iroko awoke to chaos. Drones littered the streets, their lights dead. Holoscreens flickered with the Shadow's red eyes, mocking the city. Amina's name trended on X, labeled a failure, a coder who broke the sky. Doubt gnawed at her, but Kweku's words echoed. "You need a chorus." She realized New Iroko was her strength. Its people, its stories, its heart. Temi proposed a radical plan, a citywide star jam, where residents would unite to rebuild Star Song. Amina hesitated. Collaboration meant exposing her failure, risking ridicule. But the whispers urged her forward, and Mama Ngozi's voice rang in her mind. A song is weak without a chorus. She agreed, her resolve hardening. The Star Jam was held in New Iroko's central square, a sprawling plaza ringed by glowing baobabs. Thousands gathered, coders with laptops, artists with hollow canvases, musicians with kora and gem, elders with tales of ancient stars. Temi painted a live mural of the Sky Mother, her brushstrokes glowing with hope. Musicians fused Afrobeat with electronic beats, their rhythms syncing with Amina's code. Elders shared stories of constellations that guided their ancestors across deserts and rivers. Amina wove their contributions into Star Song, her fingers flying across her laptop. Coders added subroutines for drone formations. Artists designed visuals of Anansi's web and Ogun's hammer, and musicians embedded rhythms to pulse the drone's lights. The algorithm became a living tapestry, a symphony of New Iroko's soul. As the sun set, Amina launched a fleet of 100 drones, her heart pounding. The drones soared, weaving constellations across the sky. Anansi's web sparkled, Ogun's hammer blazed. The Sky Mother's crown glowed like a promise. The crowd roared, their voices a tide of defiance. Amina felt tears stream down her face, the whispers singing in harmony with the city. For an hour, New Iroko's sky was alive. But the Shadow Hyena was not done. The drones faltered, their lights dimming. The hyena's face erupted on every holoscreen, its voice a thunderclap. "Your unity is weak. Your stars are mine." The constellations flickered, then vanished. The crowd's cheers turned to screams as darkness swallowed the plaza. Amina's laptop burned hot, the Shadow's malware surging through Star Song. She stumbled, her vision blurring, the weight of failure crushing her. As the crowd panicked, Kweku buzzed to Amina's side, its voice urgent. "You're not done, Star Weaver. Climb higher. Sing louder." Amina looked up at Skytech's tallest tower, its spire piercing the darkened sky. The whispers roared in her ears, "Weave, or all is lost." But as she took a step, the ground shook and the hyena's laughter echoed. "Run, girl. You'll never reach the sky." Amina sprinted through the chaos, the city's lights flickering as the Shadow's malware spread. She climbed Skytech's tower, her breath ragged, Kweku darting beside her. The wind howled, carrying the whisper's desperate plea. "Weave, Amina." Now, on the rooftop, New Iroko spread below, its people huddled in fear, their hope fading. "You've got one shot," Kweku said, its eyes blazing. "Sing your code." Amina patched into the city's network, her fingers trembling as she broadcast her voice through every drone, speaker, and holoscreen. "People of New Iroko," she cried, her voice cracking with emotion, "lend me your light. We are the sky's song." She sang Mama Ngozi's lullaby, weaving it into Star Song. "Oh, Sky Mother, lend us your glow. Let the stars dance. Let our hearts flow." The crowd below heard her, their fear giving way to defiance. They sang, their voices rising like a river. Vendors, coders, children, elders. Temi painted furiously, her mural glowing brighter, a beacon of hope. Musicians played, their rhythms powering the drones. Coders typed, patching the network in real time. The collective energy surged, a wave of light and sound that overwhelmed the shadow's malware. The drones blazed to life, weaving a sky of stars brighter than ever. Constellations bloomed, Anansi's cunning, Ogun's strength, the Sky Mother's love. The Shadow Hyena appeared one last time, its form flickering on the tower's hollow screen. "You've won this night," it snarled, its voice weak. But shadows always return. Then it dissolved, purged by the city's unity. Amina collapsed, tears streaming down her face. The sky was alive, its stars a testament to new Iroko's heart. The crowd below roared, their song echoing into the dawn. The dawn broke over New Iroko, painting the city in hues of gold and crimson, but it was the night sky that held the city's gaze. The stars, reborn through Amina's star song, shimmered with a vibrancy that felt alive, as if the Sky Mother herself had woven them anew. The city buzzed with a joy it hadn't known in decades, its streets alive with laughter, music, and the hum of drones dancing under the constellations. Amina Okoye, once a quiet coder, stood at the heart of this transformation. Her name whispered with reverence, the Sky Weaver. In the days that followed, New Iroko transformed. The Star Jam became a permanent fixture, not just an event, but a movement. Every evening, residents gathered in the central square, adding to Star Song's code. Children designed new constellations on hollow tablets, their giggles echoing as drones projected their creations, stars shaped like leaping antelopes or woven baskets. Musicians composed rhythms that synced with the drones, blending kora and gem with electronic pulses, creating a soundscape that felt like New Iroko's heartbeat. Artists, led by Temi, painted murals across the city, each one a story of the star's return, their colors glowing under the neon baobabs. Amina, now a hero, struggled with her new role. The SkyTech scholarship was hers, a ticket to the Pan-African Tech Institute, but the weight of her title pressed on her. She stood on her balcony, Kweku hovering nearby, its green eyes twinkling. "You did it, Star Weaver," it buzzed, its tones softer than usual. "The sky's singing." Amina shook her head, her braids swaying. "It wasn't just me. It was everyone." Kweku spun playfully. "True, but you started the song. Don't stop now." She visited Mama Ngozi, whose frail hands held a cup of tea, her eyes reflecting the starry sky visible through the window. "You've made the Sky Mother proud," Mama said, her voice a warm melody. "But a weaver's work is never done. The stars shine because you dared to listen." Amina's throat tightened. "What if the shadow returns?" It said it would. Mama Ngozi's smile was knowing. "Shadows always linger, child, but so does light. Keep your chorus strong, and no darkness can silence you." Amina walked through New Iroko, seeing the city anew. In the market, vendors gifted her spicy suya, calling her Star Girl. Children ran to her, showing hollow drawings of constellations they'd named after her. Temi, painting a mural of Amina weaving stars, hugged her fiercely. "You gave us back the sky," Temi said, her dreadlocks glinting. "Now we tell your story." But Amina's heart wasn't at ease. Late at night, she studied Star Song's code, searching for traces of the shadow. She found none, but the hyena's words haunted her. Shadows return. She upgraded the algorithm, embedding safeguards, teaching coders to maintain it. She trained drones to adapt, ensuring the stars would endure. Kweku, ever watchful, buzzed. "You're preparing for a fight that might not come." "Maybe," Amina said, her voice firm, "but I won't let the dark catch us off guard." One evening, New Iroko held its first annual Star Jam Festival, a celebration of the sky's rebirth. The central square overflowed with thousands, families dancing, musicians playing, coders tweaking drones. Amina stood on a stage, her heart pounding as Dr. Chukwu presented her scholarship. The crowd cheered, their voices a chorus that shook the baobabs. Temi unveiled a new mural. Amina on the tower, drones weaving stars, the Sky Mother smiling above. Amina's eyes filled with tears, the weight of her journey crashing over her. Doubt, fear, triumph. As the festival peaked, Amina took the stage, her voice trembling but clear. "New Iroko," she said, "you're the sky's song. Your voices, your stories, your light. This is what brought the stars back. Keep singing, and the darkness will never win." The crowd roared, their song rising to the heavens. Drones danced, projecting new constellations, some from elders' tales, others from children's dreams. But as Amina stepped off the stage, a faint glitch flickered on a hollow screen nearby. A red-eyed shadow, gone in an instant. Her breath caught, her hand gripping Kweku's frame. "Did you see that?" she whispered. Kweku's eyes dimmed. "Maybe, or maybe it's just the wind. Keep weaving, Amina." She looked to the sky, the stars blazing. The whispers were silent now, but she felt their echo in her heart. The Sky Weaver's work was not done. Shadows lingered, but so did new Iroko's light. She smiled, resolve hardening. Whatever came, she'd face it with her city, her chorus, her song. And so, Amina wove the stars back into the night, not with code alone, but with the heart of a city. In new Iroko, the sky sings because we sing together. But shadows wait, and the Sky Weaver song is far from over. What's your song? Subscribe, share, and weave your light with us. Unity and courage light the darkest challenges, but vigilance keeps the stars alive. The stars are back, but Amina's journey is just the beginning. Join the Sky Weaver's chorus and keep new Iroko's light shining. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell to never miss a tale from our vibrant world of African folktales. Share this story with your friends to spread the light. Let's weave a sky full of stories together. In the comments, tell us, what's your song? How would you light up the darkness? And stay tuned. Shadows may return, and we need you for the next battle. Let's keep the stars alive.